Alright, this is Talker Day. I'm back with another Transformers review. Today I got Transformers Generations 30th Anniversary Blitz Wing. But before we get into that, I want to give a sizable acknowledgement to Vanellope 2012. Thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. Hope you enjoy the videos coming up. So, as usual, let's take a quick look at the packaging. As your standard Voyager class packaging, we got a nice picture though of Blitz Wing up here on the side, and that kind of bleeds over to there. And we got the 30th anniversary Transformers on the bottom. We got his name. Nothing on the back. On the bottom we got our cross cells. I'm really looking forward to getting this guy. And on the back we have our obligatory product shots. We got our tech specs and our bio. Pause it if you want to read it. Alright. Moving on back to Blitz Wing, and there's been a lot of back and forth with this character. He's good, this figure, he's good, he's bad, he's good, he's bad. I'm definitely on the fence about him myself. I do plan on keeping him, but he needs some work, and I'll get into that. Before I get into the figure himself, let's go ahead and bring their size comparisons in. Got Generations Blur. He's a 2005-2007 deluxe figure. We got our modern day, you can still get this guy on shelves, I believe, full of Cybertron Air Raid. And for our Voyager comparison, Beast Hunters Optimus Prime. So, the figure himself, let's go ahead and get the problems out of the way. First of all, he's got this rubbery nose cone in the back here, and that gets really annoying in vehicle modes because it doesn't want to fit in right. And his head's like this weird rubbery thing that I'm worried about it eventually falling apart. But this is the biggest problem right here. Okay, he's got a swivel joint right here for a 360-degree spin on his arm. But if you go to lift it up, the whole shoulder assembly just lifts clean out because for some reason there's a gap between this notch here and this tab here on his chest. Really don't know why that happened, but yeah. In order to fix it, I've heard of a lot of different fixes, but the one I'm going to go with is I'm going to disassemble the entire chest and shave down a bit of either the back section or the front section. So, that aside, let's go ahead and get into the good aspects of the figure. He is very, very posable. He's got hinged toes and heels. This fin bit right here can be used as part of the foot also. He's got a ball-jointed ankle. He's got a huge, well, not really huge, but a really decent knee joint. And if you don't like that gappy bit right there, for solid poses, when you're just going to pose them static, you can fold this bit out and fold that over like that. And that really does help close that in pretty nicely. He's got an above-the-knee swivel. And he's got a really, see there, that again, really nice universal jointed hip. But it's funny again how it looks all broken up there, huh? No waist swivel. He's got a wrist swivel, nice elbow joint, upper elbow swivel, and a up and down, really tight jointed up and down swivel too. And his head's on a cool swivel joint too. That brings me to his I like this gimmick right here. This is a reference to the animated series. So you got the, hard, tough military fighter warrior face right there. And if you flip it down, you get this cold, calculating scientist look. And my personal favorite, the wild and crazy. I like that look right there. So, yeah. And before we transform him, let's take a look at the accessories. He comes with this really nice Decepticon purple sword, very vicious looking. He's got a 5mm peg port on the top, 5mm peg on the back, and 5mm peg handle. So you can use this with most other figures too. And it fits his hands nicely. He's got ports on the shoulders right here behind the cannon, and if you fold the cannon down right, you can peg it into the cannon also. He also comes with a nice looking blaster. So, simple, but nicely detailed. And you can peg it together like that. Yeah, nice looking gun blade right there. Oh yeah. So, what else? Oh, we got his missile too. And if you take off the launching part, it's a nice little grenade looking thing. I like that. And that is used by loading it into the back right there. And in order to fire the missile, you pull it down. Pull the whole barrel down. And that gives me to something that kind of annoys me, because if you fold the barrel down, yeah, I can see this toy getting taken away. But otherwise, he's got really nice, painted on details and all that nicely molded details. It's a great looking robot. Let's go ahead and get into his first vehicle mode, because yes, he is a Tripel-changer. Let's go to the tank mode first, and we're going to start off by folding the feet down, like so. We're going to take the head, push it down, and flip up the nose cone. And this is where that rubbery nose cone bit gets annoying, because sometimes it wants to slip out and not peg in all the way. We're going to take the arms, and if you're in robot mode, you can fold these up, and these make really good, like, punching glove gauntlet things. Here you go. Fold the arms. Come on, straighten out. Right. Fold the arms so they're facing like that. Spin them around like that, and then twist them to where the curved side of the arm is on the same side as the fin. So, again, might as well start off with them like this, and then twist it up like so. Then we're going to lift the arms up, and this whole assembly is going to fold together. And it really is a three-part hinge. You got this top hinge here, and then that hinge there, and then let's give you another hinge in a second. What we're going to do now, turn them over, fold. Why is that thing always popping up? There we go. Fold that back like this, and then here's the third part of that hinge I was talking about. And then take these little tabs right here and peg them in these little slots here. Like that, and fold down the fins. We now have the tank turret all put together. Now to the legs. First thing you're going to want to do is pull them out like that. And then they're going to twist around back like this. And then this black part is going to be the tank tread. So you got to fold that down like that. I'm sorry, twist that down like that actually. Now this part is really, really tricky. So I'm going to start it, pause it, then finish it. Because it's really annoying to get done right. You're going to pull this part down. Then you're going to fold out this piece here. And then peg that tab into that slot there, and then like that. Now, this gets really annoying. What you want to do is get this tab into this slot here. But you also got to get this tab into this slot here. And sometimes you got to adjust this tread up and down, and it gets really, really annoying. So I'm going to pause it and then jump back in when I have them all finished up, because it's really just going to be pushing that in there like that. And also, again, I want to fold these bits here up like so, and that gets annoying too, because this tab here has to go into the slot here. So it's going to go together like that, but let me go ahead and pause it and get that all done. Alright, so I'm back. It took me almost 3 minutes just for that little twist and clip, because I'm always having to adjust these treads up and down. He turns into a very nice looking tank. Not exactly sure what kind of tank he is. It is a tank. He's got 360-degree swivel going on there. And what's nice is that he does hide the robot mode kibble and the plane kibble very well. I mean, yeah, you turn him upside down and There's an airplane cockpit, but it's a tank. You're really not going to do that, are you? He rolls pretty nicely, too. And as far as the accessories go, you can peg them onto the side here, or peg them in the middle here. You got options. Let's go ahead and bring in my vehicle comparisons. Generations Drift, and yeah, Voyagers are becoming about deluxe size now. And we have Generations Full Cybertron Shockwave. So, let's go ahead and take him into his final mode, the plane mode. And how we're going to do that is, what I like to do is first take these arms, unpeg them, and this little curved tab is going to go into the same slot that you had the other tab. Like that. And like that. And then these will end up being flipped out at the end also. Then, and it comes away a lot easier than it pegs on. Twist away the legs. Fold down these little panels here. And then, take the tank treads and fold them back away like they were for robot mode. And flip up the wings. Fold the tank treads away, flip up the wings, and slide that all together. Then we're going to twist to where the wings are facing outwards. And the wings will pretty much lock into place. Then, hopefully this doesn't take very long, this tab goes into the same slot that gave me trouble beforehand. And this tab will go into the underside of the tank turret. And you're going to want to get a little bit of a twist. Oh, first though, those legs we pulled out earlier, I'm going to collapse down and in. So, a little twist, a little gentle twist, and peg it down. You know, this is fighting with me again, so let me pause it again. Okay, I got those pegged in. And you're going to take these little fins, flip them out, and if you want, you can open the feet up to be like jet thrusters, but you really don't have to. Flip those fins out. And then before we get rid of the tank barrel, you're going to take this section here, flip that all the way around, take the tank barrel, and slide that back around underneath. Lock that all in place, and now we have him in his jet mode. And he's really not so much a jet, he's really much more of a starfighter, you know, the last starfighter. Whoever got that reference, please let me know down below. Hopefully I'm not that old. Yeah. Sometimes things don't want to really peg into place, and you gotta fiddle with them a bit more. Just like with this tank side here. God. I try and pause it to save time, and there we go. Okay. So I do like this jet mode, though. It is a pretty cool looking jet mode, and one cool thing you can do is, as you can see, there's this big old gap back here. Take his sword and just peg that in there, and cover up that big ugly gap. So yeah, he's a cool looking jet. Turn him upside down, and yeah, you see a tank barrel down there. And one cool thing is he does have a attack mode. You flip that underneath like that. So, you know, that's cool. And one problem I did have with mine, though, is, let's see here. You can slide up this piece here to kind of fill out the wings a bit. But on mine, the other wing bit got broken off. And it really, don't think it adds really a whole lot. So I'm not really disappointed by that. So, yeah. He's got folding landing gear, but I'm not going to bother with that. I like it. You know, I got to put some work into it to make him easier to play with. But I do enjoy this figure. Do I recommend him? If you're an adult collector and you're going to put in the effort to fix him, go ahead. But for younger kids, I really wouldn't recommend him because he doesn't really peg together very well, and he's got a lot of flimsy, thin pieces due to his transformation style. So, yeah. I don't know if I brought in the comparison shots. This is a Generations Drift and Full Cybertron Shockwave. So yeah, it's been my review of Generations 30th Anniversary Blitz Wing, and thanks for watching.